everyone, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. This is another installment of my Choppin' Chats. I haven't done one for a couple of months. The last few months I have been concentrating on vendor-specific melting. In May I did mostly teddy bees, and this month, June, I'm wrapping up a month of Desa's Homespun scents and lavender and speckles. But for July, I decided to get back into my heavy bakery and chopping up some things that I've, had pulled for a few months before I changed my trajectory and what I wanted to melt. So I have a good bit of stuff here, lots of different variety of vendors, variety of blends. I will say my husband is golfing and it might be raining out where he is. So if he comes home early, he gets in, I'm not going to stop filming. He's just going to say hi and hopefully I can finish this because I don't really know when I will have another chance to film before the start of July. So here we go. No particular order. I have my water here. This is my electrolyte solution I'm drinking. It's blue raspberry flavor tonight. And I'm just going to grab and go. I have some different vendors here that I haven't really talked a lot about lately on my channel. And some couple new ones. I have a really fun, some information to share about Desa's Homespun scents. But first, let's kick it off with a vendor that's near and dear to my heart. And a lot of you guys out there, this is L3. This is a scent shot cup of wild berry, sugar cakes, and pumpkin pecan waffles. So L3 is owned by Jennifer Westing from Junction City, Oregon, and there's going to be a ready to ship on Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. She's got a lot of good ones on there, good scoops, good bitty betties, there's cloud cakes, there's trigs, and some samplers, some samplers. So what I want to do with this one here is I usually chop these down into 3 or 4, but this has pumpkin pecan waffles in it, this blend. I love this pink, by the way. So I'm going to do that in 4, and it goes right back down. I know that guy right there is a little skinny, as you can see. I'll probably warm this downstairs here. In fact, I just cleaned out my warmers before I started this video, so I'm going to put one over here and one over here so I can enjoy this lovely smell. So we're just going to go ahead and keep this one down here for me. I'll put it in my wax tote down here. I did grab a good bit of these little scent shot cups, a handful at least. So let's just continue with those. I have a couple of Second and Spruce, a couple of L3, and a couple of Blank Label. So this next one is Christmas cakes. This is on the list for Friday in some form. I don't remember which one it is. This is Sugar Cookie Royale, Pine, and Birthday Cake. This blend is outrageously delicious. It's so good. You have to warm it up though, so that Sugar Cookie Royale has a chance to blend beautifully with that creamy pine and buttercream, excuse me. So that's Christmas cakes. Christmas cakes is such a good blend in my opinion. Next one here I have is Blank Label. Blank Label is owned by Desiree Ruiz from Scottsdale, Arizona. I believe that's where she is. I haven't been following too much in her group. She either just closed a pre-order or she has the pre-order coming or she's working on something. I don't know. Facebook hasn't really been showing me a lot of wax stuff lately because I've been doing a lot of research on some other things going on in my life. So I'm having a variety of things on my feed. So I'm not really going into Blank Label a lot. So that's why the algorithm isn't showing me what's happening with Desiree and her group. But this one here, I got back at Christmas time. This was poured October 10th. This is sugar plum, lemon curd, and cotton candy. So the blends that I did pull here in this this chop and chat are a little bit more fun and summery. And July is here, my least favorite month. So I might as well warm the summer stuff while it's here. So I'm going to chop this down into 4. Her wax is a little bit harder than L3's formula, but look at how beautiful the glitter is on top there. I'm not a huge glitter fan in wax, but that's small enough that it'll just come out with a nice cotton ball. At least I hope so. Next one I have from Desiree. I'm going to get my paper towel here that I failed to do so before I started, but better late than never. This next one here was from Halloween last year. This is Holy Sheet, which I think is just the cutest name. Holy Sheet. And this is yellow sheet cake with peanut butter, marshmallow fluff icing, and salty pretzel pieces. This smells I'll try that a little bit more. This smells amazing on cold. And if you are like me, very hard to find a good quality peanut butter scent, in my opinion at least. So this one smells great on cold, and I hope it performs just as beautifully when it's heated up. So this is Holy Sheet. And when I did my customs with Desiree earlier this year, I kind of forgot about Holy Sheet. I wanted to order more because it's a really good, rich, creamy peanut butter cake, but I forgot. I actually have a custom bag here to chop up too, but I'm going to do these little cups first and then go down my line here. This next one is Second and Spruce. Second and Spruce is owned by Erica Kane from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. She is working on her road show. If you are unfamiliar, the road show that was in May of Knowles Farm Scents, Second and Spruce, and who was the third one? Lavender and Speckles. Travis has already shipped all of his stuff out. I got my order a few weeks ago. I haven't had a chance to film my order though. My Lavender and Speckles just shipped out today. Mine was one of the last ones to ship out because of something that's coming in my box that you'll figure out pretty soon. Finally, Second and Spruce, I haven't seen any updates because like I said about the Facebook algorithm, I think Erica's tat was a couple of months, so it should be coming here in the next couple of weeks, I would say so. Unless there's been any delays and stuff, like I said, I really haven't been looking around. This was a sample that came in my order from the one pre-order that she had, the Friends inspired one back from February. This is a lavender test scent. This is sweet lavender and lavender sprigs. And this blend was actually in a loaf. It's not a loaf, but it was in a blend that I bought a loaf in just because it has this lavender in it. This lavender is incredibly smooth and creamy, and it just is the perfect lavender to me. So I was one that got the test scent shot. So I messaged Erica and I told her, keep this lavender. It's a really good one. And then when the roadshow list came out, I saw that I think it was Catching Z's. I think that's what it was called, something with a Z in it. This is that lavender. So Erica's wax cuts like butter, as you'll see, compared to L3 and definitely Blank Label. So I'm going to chop this down. It's so soft it sticks to your chopper too, but this just cuts like butter. It does leave a little bit of residue on your fingers if you are not a fan of that. Just be prepared if you're new to this vendor, but it's beautiful, beautiful wax. Performs like a dream in my home and a lot of you other guys too. This was a lavender test scent. I don't know what she's going to call that in her lineup. So next one I have from her is Where There's Smoke and Palo Santo. So Where There's Smoke is a blend of hers that is By the Fireplace, which is Burrito, I believe, Marshmallow Fireside, Smoked Vanilla, Sugar Cookie, and then Palo Santo is the addition. This was my second sample that I got with the one pre-order. And I know you guys, first of all, the L3 scent I put over here is so good. That wild berry is just delicious, and that pumpkin pecan waffles, yummy, yummy, yummy. I know a lot of you guys really liked this Palo Santo scent so much, in fact, that I think it's coming back pretty soon. If I know Erica, she'll probably put it in the next RTS or pre-order at least, because Palo Santo is a really good oil, and blended with this smoky creaminess that is in this blend, oh, that smells so good. That Palo Santo is a good Palo Santo, in my opinion. Okay, I'm putting this over in my melting tote for the month. Okay, next, I have a shot, not a shot cup. This is Swanky. Swanky is owned by Jeannie Jeffrey from Bremerton, Silverdale, Washington. She's working on her, I believe it was the Fairy Woodland pre-order that had my absolute, I can't believe she offered it, Sugared Roses sampler and Bubble Bath sampler in the same pre-order. I was shocked. So I got both of those and a handful of other things and a couple Bath and Body items. This was actually a sample that I got in a couple of orders ago. This is Peach Sunsets, and this says Peach Sunsets, Tanetian Vanilla Peach. So I thought, you know, It's summertime. Peaches are coming in season in August. Let's do a peach scent. So these are the cups that usually come when she does her samplers. Sometimes she does souffle samplers, sometimes she does rose shaped samplers, sometimes she does the cups. This is the size that the cup samplers usually come in. And sometimes her wax is a little bit hard to get out of the container. I'm going to try here, and if I can't get the seal to break in the back, here it comes, I can feel it. I will just try again with another piece of waxer, but this is slowly working its way out here. Sometimes when these are poured, there we go, you know, just sometimes it gets extra adhered in there. So this I'm going to chop down like that, not exactly in the middle, but it's close enough, and then do like that. And I'm going to sometimes I need a little bit more wax in my warmer with Swanky, but I'm going to cut this down into 8 pieces because this is a really good peach. It's not a stinky peach to me. This is a very authentic peach, kind of like if you're eating peach rings or even having a peach, you know, at the end of summer. I'm going to cut this down into 8 pieces because if I need 2 pieces in my warmer, I'll do that. But if I only need 1, I don't have to go chopping again. So we have that one picked up. Put this one over in my container. Get some of this glitter picked up here. Can't believe we are almost in July. I have a couple co-workers. I have 2 co-workers. One is going to Romania and Italy in August, and the other one, I'm not quite sure where she's going, but she's going in September. So I might, actually, I don't want to say might. I am going back to see my dad this year, but I'm probably not going to go till October. And I'm trying to make it so I work from home, and the company I work for is headquartered in New Jersey, and I'm trying to make it so I fly there and go actually into the practice for a couple of days and then get a rental car and drive 6 hours to my dad's house. I'm not sure if it's going to work out though. I've got to find either an Airbnb or a hotel, rental car, and if it's just going to be too expensive, then I'll have to plan it next time, after this time. So, okay, these next ones I'm going to do are from Vintage Chic. Now, Vintage Chic is a vendor that I used to support, but I no longer do. The reason being, I'm just going to be outright frank, is because I did not like what happened last year in terms of her saying she's closing and having a lot of people panic buy. This one will never come back. It's never going to come back. I'm only going to offer in blossoms. Kind of forcing a lot of us to have to purchase the big sizes of blossom bars and not really giving us an option for a souffle or even a mini loaf or something other than a couple of times, you know, she threw us a bone in that way. And I know there are a lot of you out there that I've talked to that are upset with the situation. I don't talk a lot about Vintage Chic on my channel because I have mixed feelings with the wax. Some of the blends work in my home, the others don't. So at this point, what I have purchased and the blends that I'm choosing to keep, I'm going to warm them, but I'm also going to be destashing a good bit of them. So if there's anything that you're looking for that I might have, you know, I know I've said I'm going to be destashing. I am, but if you've ever done it before, you know it's a big project to make that post, get your prices in there, especially if you're trying to sell something that's partially chopped. You know, I know some people do that. It's just I got to make sure I have enough supplies, and if I can go to the post office that week. You know, there's just a lot of logistics that go into it. So these are the sample cups that Kirby sends in with her orders. And I'm going to chop these up and use them because I'm frankly tired of looking at them in my chopping box. So that's why you don't see me talk a lot about Vintage Chic on my channel. And the blends that I do warm, I haven't really even decided if I'm going to talk about them just because of what I said. And you know, yes, she can run her business how she sees fit, but also the reason that she gave for coming back to wax, it seemed like it was a little hasty, especially since she took a whole year to close her business. So that's just my opinion. I mean, maybe I'll take some flack for saying this or not, but I think there are some of you out there that feel the same way. So it is what it is. It's one vendor out there in the wax world. There's other ones out there that I support, and you guys know I do. Just look at the hauls I have on my channel. So that's enough about that. This first one I'm going to talk about is Jackie O's cherry cookies. And I have this I'm not filming it down like this to where it's so super close. I feel like if I have it up here, you guys can see more. And even though the label's really tiny, I'm trying my best to get this up here as close as I can. This is a vanilla bean cake topped with whipped marshmallows, and that's Jackie O. That's one of her house scents. And cherry cookies, and that's the cherry cookies part. So another thing I feel with Kirby's wax is her older wax from 2021, 2022 performed better in my house than some of her newer stuff. So that's also another reason, you know, whether she closed her business or not, or came back to business, whatever, I probably wouldn't have purchased because it's too hit or miss with me. So I need a little bit more of her wax in my warmers to get a sufficient throw that I'm looking for. So that's why I chopped this into 4. If I have this in a tea light, I might have been able to get 6 pieces out of this, but I'm just going to chop it like this and go with it. This next one's Red Kingdom. This is Celebrate the Chiefs and the Red Kingdom with fresh cherry cookies, raspberry jam, and strawberry pound cake. Red Kingdom. This one's pink, of course, like the other one was. And just as ironic that they're both cherry blends. I didn't realize that, but I probably have a few more of these floating around my house, but they're probably in storage upstairs or out of the way. So this is Red Kingdom. I've never had this scent before. I've had Jackie O, not the cherry cookies, but I've had Jackie O before. Jackie O is a pretty good scent. This next one here is It Was All a Dream. This is lavender sugar cookies topped with coconut cream frosting and fresh picked strawberries. Coconut and strawberry is really good together. I will say that is a great blend. This one, I love lavender, so I really hope this one performs well for me. I actually have this in a souffle that I got in a mystery box from 2022, back when I was purchasing more of vintage Chic. And you know, she has some really good scents. You know, Martha and Snoop is one of my favorites, and she has Tara Will Never Go Hungry Again, which is a wild berry mousse scent, and she's got good coffee blends. She has good blends. You know, just overall, sometimes we have to make a decision to cut a vendor, you know, because some of us support everybody whenever we can, but some of us have to make choices about, you know, just stretching our dollar, especially in today's world, in my opinion. This next one is Golden Snitch. This is caramelized pralines, butter cookies, and vanilla wafers. I am not incredibly in love with all caramelized praline oils. Sometimes they have a little bit of a stinky component to them, kind of like some pumpkin spice has with me. But I'm going to melt this blend. I have never had this one before, and we'll see. If it stinks, then it'll just go in the garbage. That's all I have to say about that. So we all have a blend like that, I think. So okay, those shot cups are done. What should I do next? Let's see. Let's do some Glitterati. Glitterati, owned by Miss Janine Genzano from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Janine just went and visited Desa over actually my birthday weekend, June 14th, 15th, 16th. She went to Beaver Creek, Ohio, where Desa now lives. Her and her husband relocated there to be closer to her daughter and grandkids. And I don't think her son lives in Ohio. I think her daughter and the grandbabies live there. Desa and I are talking just about every day. Those of you that do not know, I am Desa's moderator now, helping her out with some things. Her basement is coming along beautifully. The drywall is up. She has sent me pictures and even a video of her basement, and it's really, really cute. She's got a lot of room now that she didn't have before. But there's just some things that still have to be finished. And she's hoping for the end of July, maybe a little bit sooner, but she's doesn't want to bite off more than she can chew at a date. So Desa, I have a couple of things here to chop from her. But Janine, when I'm talking about, I have a bunch of chunks from Janine. Janine and Desa are best friends, and they've both been in the wax industry for quite some time. And I thought it was really, really cute that they went around looking at covered bridges and just having some girl time. And I thought that was really cute and kind of jealous, actually. I lived in Ohio for 4.5 years, and Beaver Creek, Dayton area is about an hour west of Columbus, where I lived. So first one I want to talk about here is Melon Mist Saltwater Taffy. And this one's from July of 22. So I'm getting to the end of all of my chunks that I have accumulated from Glitterati. And because, of course, Janine is, she just posted, I think today, her pre-order list, her scent list, her final scent list for July 3rd, pre-order, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 5 p.m. for me here in the Mountain Time Zone. What this one smells like, this smells like melon and creamy saltwater taffy. So what I do with Janine's wax cuts like butter. I chop these up like this. I usually get 6 or 8 out of here, and I'm just going to chop it down the middle like this. These little guys on the end are a little bit chunky, but melon is a strong oil in my opinion, and even as I'm cutting this, I can smell it. So 8 is good out of this chunk. Some of her, that broke right there, some of her lighter scents, I cut this chunk into pieces of 6. But her wax is so soft, like you can see it just breaks apart easily here. If I have to play doctor with it, I can do that easily. Okay, this next one I'm going to do is Perfectly Plum Viva Raspberry. This was from December of 23. This was actually a sample that Janine sent me in my box because I think she wrote on my invoice. She always writes us a lovely note in her beautiful cursive handwriting that she ran out of samples or whatever, so she found one of these in her inventory. So this was my sample. So this is Perfectly Plum and Viva Raspberry, which I love plum, and plum isn't used very often in wax in my opinion. So this one here, let's chop this one into pieces of 6. Let's see. Yeah, that one, it's about a moderate throw. So I think 6 will be great here. And one thing that I have to showcase about Janine is she really does beautiful chunky wax like this. She's very creative. She takes the time, very meticulous. I mean, those of you that have been lucky enough to order from her pre-order, her souffles and her loaves, just they come without being smudged. You can tell she puts the love and time and detail into her packaging. Okay, this next one, let's see if I have any more. Yes, I'm kind of trying to stay around the same type of theme here. This is County Fair and Cotton Candy. Now, County Fair is one of her most popular blends, and it's actually on the pre-order list, guys. So I might try and see if I can snag me some County Fair, because I haven't had her County Fair alone for a while. So County Fair, I believe, is just, the typical carnival scent. That smells good. Typical carnival scent of caramel apples, cotton candy, funnel cake, things like that. So this has extra cotton candy blended in here. This one, that smells nice. You can really smell the funnel cake here. And this funnel cake doesn't smell too cinnamony to me, which I like. I actually prefer the greasier smelling funnel cake, if you know what I mean, the non-spicy kind. But Janine's wax is fantastic no matter how she pours it. So she balances things very well. I guess that's what I was going to say. This next one here, let's stick with the bakery. I have lavender and frosted vanilla cupcake. This is from August of 22. Like I said, I'm trying to get some of these older ones used up because they are coming up on being 2 years old, and I want to enjoy them. So I love lavender. This one, God, does that smell good. This is a beautiful lavender. Lavender bakery is beautiful, but this is a nice creamy blend of in between herbal and sweet lavender. So this one I'm going to chop down like that and do that, because this is a nice big chunk, but it's so good. I know that vanilla cupcake can be a little light for my nose, so that's why I chose to do 6 pieces with this. Okay, the next one I'll talk about here is lemon meringue toasted coconut. This is one from August of 22 as well. I wrap my chunks from Janine in foil. In any sort of these softer textured ones like Glitterati, Sea Sugar, you could even wrap Second and Spruce or Teddy Bees, those soft textures like this. My friend told me to wrap Glitterati, so I did, and I'm glad I did, because these are 2 years old and they smell just like yesterday they were poured. So this is a nice, super creamy lemon. I'm going to cut this one down into 8 pieces just because her lemon is strong. So I already know that because I've warmed a couple lemon blends. I have the last pre-order, there was a lemon blend called Exotic. It's not a bakery lemon, it's a fresh lemon, and that's a strong one. I haven't chopped it up yet, but just on cold, I sniff my wax just like everybody else does, I think, without it being chopped up. And that Exotic is it's like a Tuscan lemon, I think. It's really good. I'm just going to wipe this up here a little bit so it doesn't get too much of a residue. Poppy, my cat, is up napping on the bed. She was down here in her blankie, but she went upstairs for her evening nap. So this next one is creamy coconut salty sea air. This is quite the season for this guy here. This is another one from August 22nd. Okay, this one. Beautiful blue color. That salty sea air is gorgeous. I don't always love salty sea air, but you can smell the salty sea air there, but it's so creamy with that coconut. This is a gorgeous scent. This is actually worthy of requesting again, and maybe even having a custom made by another vendor, because a lot of vendors have salty sea air and creamy coconut. It's not like a proprietary blend or anything like that. So this is going to be going to my warmers pretty soon, because it's been 99 degrees here. It's going to cool down a little bit to 92 tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit of a relief, and then it's going to be 88 for a couple of days, and then back up into the hot 90s. Now this next one is Wet Dreams Code Red. Now Wet Dreams was Wet Dreams Body Boutique by Stacy Langston in Ohio, but she's rebranded that to be Scandalous Cosmetics, which was originally her custom only, but then she just decided to absorb Wet Dreams and go with Scandalous. So I don't really know exactly what's in Code Red, but I'll try my best to describe it to you. It just smells like body care, if that makes sense, which is okay. You know, I'll melt this in the bathroom upstairs, and a little bit creamy. Yeah, I'll have to look up the notes of this if it's even available. Sometimes these older blends like this aren't available. At least it's hard for me to find. I'll have to look around in the groups and see. So let me just make sure this is all of my Glitterati chunks, so I don't miss any of them. Yep, that's all of them. Okay, let's go. I'll do my L3 last because I do have the most of that down here right now. Let's do some Rose Girls. Rose Girls, I just have a couple of Rose Girls. These are some muffins, chunk muffins, whatever Jenny calls them. Rose Girls is owned by Jenny Oakes from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. This is Don't Be Salty. I freaking love this blend. Love this blend. I'm still on a diet from Rose Girls. I haven't been looking around. I know that she had a ready to ship last week or a couple weeks ago. I looked but didn't buy. And the only reason I know is because I get on Instagram maybe 3 times a month, and I happen to see Jenny's post. So I looked, but this is such a good scent. I love the creaminess of this cucumber and the salty sea air and this rain. She has a really good rain oil. So this here you can see is a beautiful chunk. And Jenny says to take a fork and just stab it down in there and however it breaks. But I don't use utensils to chop my wax other than this wax chopper that I have, and I only use it for wax. I'm kind of strange like that, I guess, but I'm just going to chop this down and chop some of these bigger pieces down into a little bit more manageable size pieces, in my opinion at least. And then here we go. So Marty and I went to Vegas for my birthday, which I've said 1,000 times, I know, but we had a really great time. The best meals of our life. You can just smell this wafting up into your nose. This is a really strong blend. So if you're a rain lover or aquatic lover or cucumber lover like I am, I love cucumber scented wax. This one is a good one to try next time it's available. But maybe this was available. I don't remember. I haven't really committed that stuff to memory. We had a great time in Vegas, and I said I'm going to be going back to see my dad in October, and then I'm going to try in December. My husband has a conference in San Diego that he's actually presenting at. Don't remember what it is right now. I'm going to try to go with him in December too, because I have family in San Diego. My dad has 2 sisters, and one of them lives in San Diego. This next one is Mermaid Squad. This is a fantastic blend. It's got a lot going on. This is lavender, linen, lily, bergamot, geranium, which I have geraniums on my porch this year. Geranium, violet, marine air, cedarwood, coastal musk, and dark amber. I love this blend. So if you are along the lines of liking the rain scents or her aquatic scents, this one you definitely need. I want to say Mermaid Squad was available sometime recently from Jenny, but I don't remember. But I think I remember seeing it somewhere. So I'm going to chop these boys down into little smaller pieces. And that's all my Rose Girls I have. I don't have very many Rose Girls muffins left. In fact, these really might be my only 2, unless I have some down in my basement that I don't remember. But I don't think I do. Okay. I want to go to San Diego because, first of all, I want to go to Casa Guadalajara again. That's my favorite Mexican restaurant in Old Town, San Diego. Although I've got to be kind of careful with what I eat with Mexican. Mexican's hard to be compliant on my way of life. So I've just got to be creative by then. So Casa Guadalajara, and I want to go to the Coronado Hotel. I always love going to Coronado. One of my favorite movies, old Hollywood movies, Some Like It Hot, with Marilyn Monroe, Jack Lemmon, and Cary Grant. I think Cary Grant. Yeah, it was filmed there in the Coronado Hotel. Okay, Rose Girls. I have a couple blank label here. I have a couple Second and Spruce. I have a Swanky. Let's do Swanky first. This is just one piece that I need to chop up because it's too big to break with my fingers. This is Restoration Hardware. Freaking love this blend. I have a loaf of it. This is classy and gorgeous. This is soft leather, tobacco vanille, Tom Ford, and Hotel Costes, which is a high-end, delicious blend. She had Hotel Costes in a blend, I think, this last pre-order, and I don't remember if I bought it or not. But this guy here, that's kind of, sometimes Jeannie's small sizes I can break with my fingers because her wax is on the softer side, but this one was just too thick to chop, so this guy's been sitting single piece in that bag for a couple of months and dying to be chopped. He'll be melted before the end of the week, so I'll do him tomorrow, actually, upstairs. Okay, that's that one. Okay, now blank label. This is Those Gilmore Girls. This is Sugar Cookie Dough Coffee. This was my very first purchase when I got this scent here from Desiree. This is a coffee blend. I love coffee and I love sugar cookie dough, so this was a no-brainer. I'm going to chop this down into pieces of 4. That will give a nice, beautiful throw. I will probably warm these either in my tea lights upstairs or down here in my kitchen. In fact, I might just keep that because I have 2 warmers down here, and I have my tea light if I remember to bring tea lights downstairs from upstairs where I keep them. So I mostly have 2 warmers going down here in on my first level. So this next one here is a custom when I was on her customs list earlier this year in March. This is Minnie's Puppy Love. So this isn't really a custom because I didn't blend my custom owned blends with Desiree. I just picked her house blends. I don't have a crazy amount of experience with her stuff like some of you guys do. So I went with the tried and true blends. This is Minnie's Puppy Love. This is Minnie's Pink Bow, which I actually have here in a mini loaf. Minnie's Pink Bow is wild berries, strawberry, buttercream, pie crust, and sugar cookie dough. One of her most popular blends. And it's blended with creamy zucchini cake pops. So, hello. Y'all know I love zucchini bread. Can't get enough of it. And these shapes, like that's a lotus shape right there. And let's just dump these out here. These are nice, big, chunky scents. Like that one I could probably put in the warmer by itself, but most of these scents, these shapes here are too big to put in single use. So I've got to chop them up here. That one, I'll just chop this one down in two. I love this color. I love this pink. Beautiful pink. I'll chop that down into four. Let's hope that that's not. Then this is just wafting in my nose too. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous scent. I'm going to go right here and there. My lavender and speckle stuff shipped, I said. And then Audra is finishing up the last batch of customs for I Heart Wax. She's getting ready to have her baby. My stuff is being poured. I was literally the last order that she received because, you know, I wait till late. And I've never had I Heart Wax before. I went with customs with a vendor I've never even had before, which typically I wouldn't recommend to any newcomers, but I did it because, you know, a lot of people that I trust in the wax world, you know, my friends and such, they order from Audra and love it. So I thought, you know, let's go for it, Ashley. So I like that she gave such a different variety of items you could get. Scoopables and little macarons and donuts and I can't remember all the other sizes that she had, but you can name your blend, which I love. I love that creativity outlet and being able to throw blends together and name them too. So I got that chopped up. I'm just going to put these little shards in my warmer here next to me. Okay, let's finish blank label. I have two mini loaves here. Minnie's Pink Bow, which we talked about. Where did that go? And I have one more shape here, then I have another little loaf there. Let's do the shape. This is the Sticky Bandits, and this smells so freaking good, guys. This is saltwater taffy, frosted winter berries, and cake batter. I would never, ever have thought to put saltwater taffy with cake batter, but this smells good. And look how cute that gingerbread man is, too. I actually ordered a bag of this in my customs because this is a gorgeous blend on cold, and I hope he performs. I'm chopping his arms and legs off. Yes, I know. And let's go ahead and decapitate him too. So he has his torso. Oh man. Hey, you gotta have fun in life. So this I'm excited to chop up. I mean, warm now that it's chopped up. So, okay. The next one I'll chop here, we'll do Minnie's Pink Bow. And then we'll do Vivian's custom that she had poured. Or one of the ready to ships, or I don't remember everything, all those details now. So okay, this is my wax only chopping board. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow, so I figured I better do this because then if they get all scuffed up and stuff, it's not so bad. So these are I don't know if she calls these mini loaves or baby loaves or what, but they're in these cute little containers. And look at that, beautifully layered. Oh, it's just gorgeous smell too. Okay. I probably should have put this one in the microwave because this one's going to be a paper towel one. Come on. These paper towels are from Costco, and I'm used to the Sam's ones. They're a little bit softer. These ones are a little bit thinner. But these ones that crumble easily, I'm going to chop down this paper towel to make cleanup easier. This has the same texture as Vintage Chic has. Crumbles very easily. Okay. There we go. That one's chopped up. That's nice and creamy and has wild berry and that strawberry. I mean, all of us are suckers for the most part for strawberry stuff, so no wonder this is one of her most popular blends. I can't wait to get this one warming. Really can't wait. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and empty the crumbs down into the bag. Every little crumb counts. And then I'm going to do this next one, which is called Dessert for Breakfast. Let me put this in my tote over here. And come back around to you guys. Okay, this next one is Dessert for Breakfast, and it had 2 embeds here, but in the process of shipping and stuff, they kind of got unstuck, so I grabbed them and melted them a while ago. I don't really remember how this one was because there's only 2 small pieces, but it's beautiful like the other one was. This is maple walnut fudge, cupcakes at Tiffany's, rich vanilla, and sugar cookies. And let me tell you something, honey. This maple walnut fudge is just, woo, is it strong. This is going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Gorgeous scent. Maple walnut fudge isn't an oil that I see very often, but I'm going to have to see if L3 has maple walnut fudge. Jen's got 50,000 oils, it seems, so it wouldn't surprise me if she can't whip up something. Okay. And yes, these might be in little big pieces, but you know what? I'm going with it because this wax crumbles anyways. If I really feel like it, I can just shake the bag around a little bit and get those pieces even smaller. So there's that one. Okay, let's go ahead and get this away. Come on, there we go. I think, maybe not. Okay, let's do Desa. Okay, Desa. Desa has been on hiatus, sabbatical, whatever you want to call it, since last pre-order, which was her holiday one before January. In January, she decided that she and her husband, they're both nearing retirement. Desa's husband might even be retired. I don't even know. But I know Desa has a few more years before she retires. And she wanted to relocate and move to be closer to her daughter in Ohio. So she chose to put her wax business on hold while they got moved and situated. And the home that her and her husband bought needed to have the basement finished and made appropriate for what Desa wants with her wax lab, for lack of a better term. So as I said earlier, Desa asked me earlier this year if I would be a moderator for her, and I agreed. And just, for full transparency, I have been an admin mod for L3 for a couple of years, and Jen gave me permission to do it for 2 at the same time. So if anybody just, was wondering, I did get permission ahead of time. And not only that, Desa is a classy lady and very professional and wanted me to get Jen's approval ahead of time. So I did, and I haven't really been super active in Desa's group just because there's really nothing super exciting happening right now, but she's going to be getting ready. She just posted a couple of days ago the scent request list for her to go through, and then, you know, she's going to bounce some things off of me if she can't decide between this one and this one. But put your requests on that list if you're interested. But here's the fun part with Desa. She decided in this time that she's been on hold that she's going to work on her wax formula. And she didn't want to change it all that much, but she noticed some, you know, comments here and there that some of her wax doesn't have the best throw, you know, either certain blends now or, you know, shelf life 9, 10, 11 months down the road. I have always gotten great performance from Desa's wax. But I do understand as a business owner, she wanting to improve herself. So she has been testing and working on her wax formula and tweaking it around the last couple of months. And she's been sending me some things to test, and I tested some blends. I finished up right before I went to Vegas actually, and I gave her my opinion on them, and then she did a second round, and I have some goodies here. In the meantime, she decided on her final blend, and she sent me a couple of things to show you guys and the new formula. So I have this is a towel, not a towel, a tile. This she offers a couple of different sizes. She offers the breakaway bars, which a lot of vendors have that mold of 7 individual pieces you just snap off. She has these why do I keep saying towels? Tiles that are $2 and something, I think. And I cut these down into pieces of 4 because this is great for those of you that want to try a bunch of scents but have a little budget, or you're not sure if you'll like it, so you try it in a smaller scent. I chopped these down into pieces of 4. And she didn't mark these just because they're coming to me. But I'm pretty sure that she told me this one is pumpkin butter bake, that this blend is here. And this is her new formula. So it's not too much different. I don't know her formula. That's a secret with her. That's her trade secret. I do know how she changed her formula, but I'll leave that up to her at her discretion to explain that if she's choosing to. But just know that the texture is similar to what hers was before. And she didn't do a ton of changes. She's just trying to do some stuff to help performance and strength, fragrance load, and all of those things. So this is pumpkin butter bake, which I've had before actually. It's a creamy, non-stinky pumpkin spice blend that is gorgeous. This next pre-order though, she has already announced that it's going to be a great mixture of, it's going to be her fall pre-order, which is her biggest one actually, because she loves her fall scents. She's been fully transparent and stated that she struggles with blending spring and summer scents. So fall is what she's really good at, fall and some winter blends. And then she's also going to have some of our old favorites. I know for a fact that Cinnabon will be on that list. Don't even have to ask for it. Desa wants to pour it for herself, so she's going to give it to all of us too as an option. And there's just some other ones that I'm sure will be there, like fresh fresh bread and jam and sweet macerated strawberries. Those seem to be offered all the time. But put your request on the list in her group and really show her what you guys are looking for. So this is the new, so she has the tiles and the breakaway bars. She also has mini loaves, which I don't have any here right now, but those are the ones that you can customize. And she also has the bigger ones. And then this is a new product that she is going to be offering. These are her tubs. She was going to do soufflés, but she's decided to just go with the tubs. Now this, she has been trying different products out, different supplies, and she did previously have this sort of more flimsy type of tub before, which I'll just show you. Some other vendors have used this. This is not the final formula. This is the one she was playing around with, but she sent this for me. You know, I think just to thank me for helping her out with this. And also, this is fresh baked bread, and it's an incredibly strong oil, and it's a great blender. So I do thank Desa for that. But this guy here, this is the real thing. This is the official formula, the new formula. And this scent is another one that's actually going to definitely be coming back. It's sugared zucchini streusel. That's what this is here. It's one of Desa's favorite blends, and she just absolutely loves it. So she asked me, or actually, She asked me to give her feedback on it, but I just got this package today. And before I started to film this, I noticed that the seal, because when the vendors pour this wax down in here, you know, Teddy Bees has even said the same thing. You kind of have to work it to get that seal to break down at the bottom, and then it just falls right out. So I did have maybe 10-second, 12-second struggle with this, but I wouldn't really call it a struggle. You just got to put some elbow grease behind it. This is the sugared zucchini streusel, like I said. So this is going to be her new option for her sizes. So as you can see, her wax cuts down just like it did before. And I like that. She didn't want to change the texture of her wax. And one of the most important things for her, as living in Arizona most of her life and having her business in Arizona, she wanted to have a formula that could stand the heat of the summertime and hold its shape and not have a lot of melting in the summertime. Because, you know, even though these vendors try really hard to not ship on Thursday, Friday, etc., so it's sitting in hot trucks and all that stuff, sometimes you can't avoid things, you know, delays, weather things, etc. Her wax is pretty sturdy. It's creamy. It's beautiful. And I haven't warmed this, of course, obviously, but I'm going to get warming this week, and then I will I'll make a post in Desa's group with my feedback. Desa knows I'm going to be doing that. So I also told her I'm going to be showing the new tub on here. So if you are one that hasn't tried Desa's wax yet, you know, give it a try. I encourage you. Whenever she has her next pre-order in July, buy some tiles, you know, treat yourself and give them a try. This is going to be the formula, not just in tubs, but going forward with all of her wax. So I'm going to chop these down kind of like I do Teddy Bees, just because I want to see, you know, does it need a bigger piece? Does it need a smaller piece? Because I've never warmed this formula before. But it is better, in her opinion, than her previous formula. So I'm going to put this back down in here. Getting it out is easy. Putting it back down in the way that it came out is difficult. But this wax here is already holding its form. It's beautifully shaped. It's not greasy. It doesn't leave a residue on the fingers, which is a plus. And this sugared zucchini streusel is a really yummy blend. So I like that Desa, I'm putting that in my warmer just because it's convenient there. This it smells so good. Her zucchini bread is not too spicy. It's creamy and sweet. And I think she told me it takes multiple oils to make sugared zucchini streusel, but it's well worth it. It took her a while to find the ones to make this the way that it is, and this is one of her proudest blends. I know she did tell me that. Where is the bottom piece? There it is. Okay. Trying to do this so I don't have a mess on my hands. Where's the smooth? There's the smooth. That's the top. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Please. Sorry, guys. Come on. I don't like having wax under my fingertips, but if I have to, I will. Ugh. That's the bottom piece here. Hold, please. Okay. There we go. That's the tub. And I'm not going to chop this up on camera because it's just for me for fun. So this is Desa's Homespun scents. Okay, I have one more of Desa's here to chop. This is apple crumble, another one that took her a long time to find this perfect oils to make this blend. This is a great fall blend too. It's delicious. This is baked apples, cinnamon sugar, nutmeg, buttery crumble, and whipped cream. So like I said at the beginning of this video, I have melted a ton of Desa's blends this month. So if you're interested, I'm going to split my empties video into 2 parts this year. This month. I'm going to do a lavender and speckles video and then a Desa video. Then everything else I finish in the meantime that isn't either one of those vendors, I'm just going to do next month when I have a variety again. So This smells so good. It's creamy apple, whipped cream, a little bit of nutmeg. This is the perfect apple scent. It's fantastic. Delicious. I have a feeling that one might be back too. I have a feeling. I don't know for sure, but if I had to guess, it's a popular apple scent. It's one of her newer ones too. I think last year was the first, I remember that was the first time that blend was offered in her fall pre-order last year, I think. Okay, that's that. I have Second and Spruce and L3. Let's do Second and Spruce. This is Boardwalk Treats. Actually, I think Catherine sent me this a few months ago. This is candied green apples, sweet glazed popcorn, saltwater taffy, sea salt caramel, and sweet cream. This was poured last May 23. This is the time of year to get these circus and these carnival scents going, at least in my opinion. So this is Erica Kane, like I said earlier. This just smells amazingly good of green apples and caramel and sweet cream and just, oh, it's so yummy. Erica's wax cuts like a dream too. It's soft, it performs so beautifully in my home, it throws so well, and Erica has one of my favorite coffee scents ever, Jam and Java, which is raspberry, her raspberry and her house coffee beans. I absolutely love Jam and Java. I've yapped about it for a long time. And her wax does leave a residue on your fingers because it is so soft, but it's just so luscious, and it's creamy and rich, and everything throws beautifully. So, okay. Her wax does smudge. I don't care so much about smudgy bags. I know some of you out there don't like it, but sometimes it is what it is when it comes to this type of stuff. So, just wiping my fingers off here. Boardwalk Treats, and this next one here is Beach Party Bake Shop. I've had this one for a while. This is Beach Party, which is her beach nights. Sugar cookies, donuts, cake, and buttercream. So I haven't warmed any of Erica's Beach Nights blends, or Beach Party, excuse me, blends for a while, so I figured it's time to get this guy out. This one. Woo! There we go. He didn't want to come out, and then he ran out. So, okay, where did that piece go? Did I drop it on the ground? No, there it is right there, I think. Maybe it's on my shirt. I try not to get wax on the ground because if my cat eats it, I don't want to hurt her. So I try my best to follow all these shards. Okay. Let's see what this one smells like. This one is Creamy Beach Nights. That's about, I don't get too much outright cake or buttercream. It's just ultra creamy Beach Nights. Her Beach Nights is, it's not like any other vendor I've ever smelled. It's her own. I don't know if she has this oil custom made or if it's a single oil. I don't know what she does, but it doesn't smell, to me, it doesn't smell like Sassy Girl Aromas or Teddy Bees or even Travis, Noel's Farm Scents. It doesn't smell like his either. But it's a good one. It's nice and rich. Okay. Final vendor, L3. Woo! Holy potatoes, I'm so excited to chop L3. I dropped the loaf pans out of my hand. Okay, guys, here we go. L3, owned by Jennifer Westing, like I said at the beginning of the video. September 15th is her last day in business. Sad, sad. Let's go right for it. Wildberry mousse, sweet cream, sugar cookie dough, zucchini bread. I've had this blend 500 times. It seems like this is such a good blend. It's a creamy wildberry mousse. Not spicy from that zucchini bread. This is one of my favorite blends. I freaking love wild berry mousse. It is so good to me. I know some of you guys prefer wild berry over wild berry mousse, but I love wild berry mousse. It's just phenomenal to me. And I'm cutting this down. This is a pumpkin, her pumpkin shape, which if she starts using her holiday shapes, she's using Mayflowers right now in this next sale. One of you guys asked what Mayflowers look like. I think it was a Monica Robinson that asked, and I actually found one in my chopping box to show you if you don't know what Mayflowers are. Mayflowers are just a flower mold that she introduced last spring. This is a Mayflower. She has this one here, which is a little bit smaller. Then she has another one, which I don't have any more than this one. She has another one that's it's about the same thickness, but it's just a little bit bigger, and it's flowers. So this blend is Baccarat Rouge 540, zucchini bread, and warm vanilla sugar. This is a gorgeous blend also. That Baccarat Rouge is such a versatile blend that you can blend with anything and it works. This one here, I've actually warmed before. That zucchini bread and that warm vanilla sugar just complement each other so well, in my opinion. This is a great blend. I have a couple more of this blend in a scoop and I think a mini loaf. I think somewhere in this house. Okay, next I have a couple of gingerbread houses. These are another holiday shape of hers. This first one's Cali Comfort. These, of course, were offered in the holiday time. Cali Comfort is boardwalk marshmallow clouds and strawberry pound cake. You can see the detail in here of, you know, the time it takes to make this in the scent that you're pouring and all this beautiful, and Jen has a beautiful pink. This smells like creamy boardwalk marshmallow clouds. Sometimes I can break this wax like that with my fingers, but this, I've tried a couple of these breaking it myself and it's just too thick, so that's why I'm chopping these down. Sometimes I don't feel like chopping something, so I break my hand in the meantime, just being lazy. But I haven't done a chop and chat for a few months. I was excited to do this, so when Marty told me he was golfing on Wednesday, I thought I'm going to do my chop and chat that night. This next one is one of my top blends from L3. This is pink sugar pie crust warm vanilla sugar. It's so good. It has warm vanilla sugar. It's got that little bit of pink sugar, but that pie crust just creams everything up and it just gives it a beautiful, creamy, feminine touch. It's great blend. Love this. Nice. This pink does stain your warmers. But if you put some white wax in afterwards or some isopropyl alcohol, you can get those stains to come up pretty quickly. You should see my warmers here in my kitchen, how stained they are. But I don't care because there's worse things in life to worry about than stained warmers. Life isn't perfect and neither is my house. So, I might as well, was going to do, well, you know what? I was going to do a video about my journey, my health journey update, but maybe I'll just make it its own little video because I know some of you watching this don't particularly watch those mental health videos I do, so I'm not going to ruin the wax and talk about it, but I do have an update video coming. If you're in my low carb group, I already gave the update, but I'll do a video just because there's some people that aren't wax people that watch my first one. So this next one we're going to talk about is thick. This is a chunk, and it's a thick chunk. This is pistachio pudding cake, pretzel, brown sugar, Mexican fried ice cream, and amaretto. A lot going on in here, but this, surprisingly, it's not that strong of a blend. It's just what it needs to be. It smells like pistachio pudding cake, a little bit of amaretto, and then creamy. This was a customer contest winner last year. I don't remember who created this blend, but thick, or maybe it was the year before. This was a customer contest winner. I do know that. Maybe it wasn't last year. Maybe it was a while ago. I leave these in pieces of 8 just because they break so easily like that. And, you know, with the handling of moving it upstairs and shifting bags around and stuff, these can These can break in your fingers easily anyways, like that. You know, break those apart. Train's gonna go by. Sometimes there's a coal mine not that far down from my house, so that's a coal train. When it goes fast like that, it's empty. When it's full, boy, does it creep like a snail. I hate if we're leaving or I get stuck, because sometimes it takes 20 minutes for that train to go, because you know they can't go ultra fast with that heavy of a load. They'll crash, and that wouldn't be good. Okay, next one, let's do Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. This is an amaretto blend. I think it's amaretto, bear claws, and something else. It's a kind of a simple blend. I have several cloud cakes. This is a cloud cake. Cloud cakes are being offered on the RTS on Friday. So I cut these down in pieces of, well, you know what? I'll do 8 with this, because this one is a little bit of a stronger blend. It's a creamy amaretto blend. So I like this one. Sometimes you have to put it down in the bag the way that it came out, but I'm not doing that today. I'm just going to shove it, and it is what it is. I might even keep this one. I'm going to keep this one down here in the kitchen anyways. Oh, come on. See, I love cloud cakes, but these bags are so damn hard. Even though I have it down in there, basically the way that it came out, they're so hard to seal. You know what I'm going to do? When I change my wax, I'm going to put this one in, just so I have some space to clear that bag. Okay, next, let's do Luke's Diner. This is a giant snowflake, another one of her Christmas ones. This is espresso, pumpkin pecan waffles, cookie therapy, and blueberry muffin. This is a fantabulous blend. In fact, I forgot about this blend for a minute. I'm going to have to request this one. I'll tell you, this is a Loafapalooza worthy scent. I'll tell you that. But this also is a scoop. This is a gorgeous scent. This is so creamy and strong. So cookie therapy is just what it says. It's a bunch of cookie stuff together. I don't remember the particular notes. Her espresso is a strong coffee. Pumpkin pecan waffles is creamy. And blueberry pumpkin pecan waffles is gorgeous. Ah, I love that. That's a little bit of a hefty piece. So I'm going to just go ahead and chop that down in the middle. Some of these ones here. This is a strong blend. I think I'll keep those ones like that. This is a strong blend, so we'll keep those like that. Ooh, we got a little bit of shards on this one. Oh, come on. Down to the end here. Doing some cleanup here on aisle 2. Okay. Let's do some of my vintage scents. Vintage, as in these have to be at least 3 years old. This is Bluebeard. Bluebeard is the boy counterpart to Pink Mustache, which is the girl. Pink Mustache is pink sugar, pistachio, and bakery bomb. This is blue sugar, pistachio, and bakery bomb. I think Pink Mustache is it on the list for Friday? I don't know. But it's a darn good scent, I'll tell you that. It's one of her most popular scents, one of her original scents that she had. And at one time, it was her most requested scent. So I love this. It has a bakery bomb is her secret bakery blend. To my nose, I get a little bit of pretzel, but I don't know if it's pretzel or maybe it's just the yeasty part of the pretzel. A little bit of salty, but Pink Mustache is such a good blend. I chopped my bunts into pieces of 6. It's a perfect little piece on those perforations. Okay. Bluebeard, same thing. I love this one too. I have this in scoops. I have both of these blends in scoops actually. They perform so beautifully. They're so good. Love them. After this, I have 3 things to chop, and then this video is a wrap. Hopefully I can get it done before Marty comes home. I haven't heard the garage door go up, so. Okay. Okay. Strawberry Fest. I don't know if this is Jay's blend or if this is another blend called Strawberry Fest. Jay had a customer creation winner, I think, that was called Strawberry Fest several years ago. But I don't remember if this one, maybe this is it, maybe it's not. I don't remember. But Mr. J. Alford has many blends that he's made with L3. Strawberry Fest is one. This is a gorgeous blend if you like strawberry. So good. So good. This is fresh picked strawberries, my favorite. Vanilla ice cream, strawberry pound cake, and funnel cake. So good. So good. Jay has Hotel Honolulu is Jay's custom blend too. If you like tropical fruity laundry, Hotel Honolulu was his creation too. And he's had some other ones over the years. I don't remember all of them. This is just super creamy, rich strawberry. Absolutely love it. And it left me a trail here too. Let's go ahead and get some of these crumbs picked up. Okay, the last 2 I have here are pies. My husband's calling me now, so he's on his way home, I bet. Okay, first one here, this is from Pie Day. These are her pies. Strawberry jam, zucchini bread, and pie crust. This one, if you're a strawberry bakery lover and you like zucchini bread, this was a no-brainer. This is the pie symbol, of course, and then this is pie crust, this scent here. And then down at the bottom, she has one on the bottom too that's also just an extra hit of pie crust. So these, I'm just going to chop them down because there really is no good way to chop this unless I chop it like a pie, but then those pieces would be too big. So I'm just going to go at it. And I'll tell you something, this smells so good. Oh, that strawberry jam. If you like strawberry jam, if strawberry is your jam, haha, this is for you. Trust me. And then these are pie crust pieces. Oh, perfect. This is perfect. I love this blend. So good. Let's see. Oh, I'm just going to go for it. Making a mess anyways. Got to chop that one down. Okay. I can't wait to warm this blend. I've been anticipating this one. I was going to also bring down blueberry lavender pie crust, but I didn't. I have mint Oreo pie next, and that's my final one to chop up. Okay, we got the crumbs picked up for the most part. Okay. Mint Oreo pie. It's the most authentic mint chocolate wax I've ever smelled in my life. So good. Mmm. Makes me want mint chocolate chip ice cream. Me saying that makes me think of Legally Blonde. You look like a hot dog. Or no, you look like the 4th of July. Makes you want a hot dog real bad. Miss Jennifer Coolidge. I love Jennifer Coolidge. Stifler's mom. If you're a late 2000s or a 80s baby, American Pie. Stifler's mom was Jennifer Coolidge. I watched American Pie several months ago, and it's so stupid. No, it's so stupid. But hey, one of my husband's favorite movies is Step Brothers, so he loves all of those high school movies. But I will say it does make me feel young again, which honestly, turning 40 a couple of weeks ago, seems like yesterday. Honest to God, it seems like yesterday I was graduating high school and thinking, what am I going to do in my life? What am I going to be? Where am I going to go? And, you know, I'm trying to make this year the best year yet. Turning a corner in my life in a lot of ways. And I brought some of you guys along on the journey with some of my stories and such. And with that, this video is a wrap. Hope you guys have a beautiful weekend coming up. Tomorrow's Thursday. Happy July 4th, and I'll see you soon.